nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Don't need diamonds, don't need pearls. I'm the king of the world. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love. Well, gaming chill, Friday night gaming stream, or like the Saturday morning gaming stream. More I like it, son of a bitch. You guys know normally I do like the gaming stream on Friday night. Didn't do it this time. I was actually doing my hair. It might not look like it, but I had to take all my braids out and retwist them. It looks bad either way. But it's good to keep them fresh, you know. And I did a bit of recording last night too. But we're back. I've been playing quite a lot of Fallout New Vegas. God, man, artificial heat. I'm not gonna rant about it tonight. But I've been playing quite a bit of this game. As you can see, I've checked out like probably most of the locations. Man, there's only like a handful I haven't really gotten to yet. Let's start with that, and then I might get into some quests. Wait a minute. Oh wait. Actually, hold up. I forgot something. Oops, I forgot about that. Hold up. Let me see. YouTube. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Hey, Black Sailor's in here. See, I forgot to put the chat up. Copy, clean link. There we go. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got it. Do you know that, Black Sailor? You're black. You should know. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. If you don't know that, Black Sailor, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna be disappointed if Black Sailor don't know that where that song came from. Even though I don't know most of it. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I'm not that black, man. Yeah, you don't sound black at all. You might be more uh how you sleep, how I sleep would. How I sleep would. I got lay in the bed, close my eyes. You see that thing back there? I probably don't see it. It's called a bed. You probably meant something else though. But I did get some sleep. I did my hair. Let me see. I went to the gym. No, in fact, I started on my hair like probably around like 5 in the afternoon, right before the evening. And then I went to the gym. Then I came back and I finished my hair. And then I probably bullshit a little bit and then recorded recorded for about an hour and such. And then I was just wiped out, man. I was like, I thought about doing the stream, but I sat on the bed. It was funny. I sat on the bed and I laid down and I was just like, I ain't got nothing left today, bro. It was a long day. By that point, it was probably like 4 in the morning, and I said, it's time to tap out, dog. Look at this shit glitching out. This game is a fucking trip. I said, yeah, it's time for me to tap out. I'll do something in the morning. You can't fast travel while falling or jumping. Damn, Black Sail don't know that song, bro. That's crazy. Oh man, the game just crashed too. It'll be alright. This game got kind of crazy sometimes. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love. Oh man, that's the five heartbeats. One of the one of the great classics in black cinema, directed by Robert Townsend. It was a fictional story of black singers from the '60s and their ups and downs. I think their story or the story had to be heavily based on the Temptations because it's actually very similar to the Temptations biopic, but it came out years before. That's what's interesting. That's why I think that like I gotta do some research, but I feel like they were heavily inspired, or that story had to be heavily inspired by the Temptations. In fact, one of the guys who played a character, one of the main characters, he played David Ruffin in the Temptations musical biopic, Leon. But actually, while I was doing my hair, have any of you guys heard of Blank Man or Meteor Man? Blank Man was like a comedy superhero movie by the Wayans brothers about this like autistic black guy who could invent stuff out of junk, and he he turns into a crime fighter. It has David Allen Greer. What's that woman's name? Robin Givens. She got a big, beautiful face. But I was bored while doing my hair, so I said, let me throw on these old like these bootleg black superhero movies. So I watched Blank Man and Meteor Man. Meteor Man was the one that was directed by Robert Townsend, and he started it too. Cause I was watching a video where somebody had made a joke about like the comparison between Blank Man and Meteor Man, because they're both considered like kind of like bad black superhero movies, but they're still kind of appreciated in their own ways. And it was like amongst black people, if you had to choose between Blank Man and Meteor Man, we will pick Blank Man. And so I watched both of them yesterday, and I was like, "Yep, I think I think I'll go with Blank Man." Blank Man was actually pretty funny in the earlier parts, but it kind of drags on in the middle. Vault 11, cool. Who was it? Nature Walt, welcome. Gambo San, welcome. African American family. What do you think about BP and Lip Madison being mainstream? BP, Black people. I mean, it was inevitable. It was inevitable, man. Oh shit! I'm hanging out with the Nightkin lady now too. I put Cass to the side. What the hell? But yeah, I feel like it was inevitable when you think about it. Yeah, I think social media had social media reveals so much about these different dating dynamics that you can only kind of deny it for so long, And I think for some people, they just need to find the that kind of information put together the right way. What's that like? Wheat waffles. He does an excellent job of like putting together these ideas in a like very like easily like consumable way for like normies. And a lot again, I think also people understand bits and pieces of it, but I think sometimes the desire for people to be optimistic kind of gets in the way of them looking at ugly reality. Sometimes I think that's a big problem. You know, yeah, and I think a lot of times those people, it's not that they don't mean well. It's just I think it's an attitude thing. They want to believe that oh personality is where it's at. That oh, it ain't about the height, man. Height ain't that important. Penis size ain't that important. That sort of thing. And I don't think it's that they come from a bad place. I just think it's their attitude. It just tends to be more positive, but not exactly accurate. But past a certain point, you just can't really deny it. And I think social media helped a lot with kind of spreading it because it's just so many different avenues where you kind of see it play out. You see the type of guys that are getting bitches. And bitches talk about what they like, what they don't like, shit like that. So I'm kind of over the whole thing. I'm kind of over the whole thing at this point. I think we're at the point where it's we got to kind of advance the conversation. It's like you got to get with it to get lost, but we can't be still debating whether or not height matters and penis size. Like I feel like at that point it's just like you just gotta be fucking stupid. You just don't. You gotta be damn stupid. You still be thinking shit like that don't matter. Is that motherfucker alive? I like how that rat. Whoa. Oh yeah, when you crouch, the Nightkin goes into like stealth boy mode. I remember though. I will say it. There was a period in time where it was really exciting to watch like the red pill go mainstream, black pill, however, whichever one, because they're similar in a lot of ways. As far as like the lookism side of things. But seeing people like Fresh and Fit and like Kevin Samuels at the time like get popular and just like they were taking these ideas and these concepts and bringing them to the mainstream and like bouncing them off the heads of like normies and shit. That was a great time. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's kind of old now to do shit like that, but at the time it meant something because we were just talking about these things amongst ourselves. No bitch getting motherfuckers like like us. Well, it's gonna get to a point where I'm gonna be the last nigga here with no bitches, bro. I swear. I was in the gym last night, and this guy he came up to me. He started talking, and he talked to me before. He said that he was kind of peeping my workout game, and he just liked how hard I would go in the gym. But I hadn't seen him in a while. I hadn't seen him in a while. I was like, "What you been up to, man?" And he was like, "Oh, I got a girlfriend." And I was like, "Damn, bro, you came over here just to flex." That shit was funny as hell, man. But he cool. He just, he one of those guys that he trying to get really fit. So he be looking around trying to see like what he can take from other people as far as like how they work out and shit. I do the same shit. I be, I kind of like watch and see how people like do their routines and see what I can incorporate. That's kind of the cool thing about going to the gym too. Even though I'm not the most social person, sometimes you can kind of peep game and see how people like what type of combos people put together. I call it combos, right? Like when you mix different workouts and shit. Like that was one thing. That's really one thing I really picked up from the gym was combos, bro. Like not just focusing on one thing at a time. Like trying to put like two and three things together. Like, okay, I'm gonna do pull-ups. I'm gonna do 10 pull-ups, then do 30 push-ups. That sort of thing. And then I'm gonna do that again after a short rest, and then do like ab workouts to let my arms recover. That sort of shit. Like combining stuff. That's kind of that's one of the main things I picked up from the gym. Cause a lot of times I would just focus on one thing at a time. Cause I came from just not having shit. I started out working out, running and doing push-ups, the basics. Ain't no damn equipment, ain't no home gym. You balding or just have a fucked up hairline? You always wear hats or do-rags. I have a fucked up hairline. I always had a fucked up hairline. My mom calls me Big Forward. I always had a fucked up hairline though. Always. Oh shit. Anytime my hairline probably didn't look bad was probably if like the front was laying down. But nah, my hairline been cooked for like the longest. That story I told you guys about when I was like this one I was in my early 20s or whatever, and this girl when she had came up to me and told me I looked cute that day. What was the difference that day? I had in my earrings and I had a hat on. Right, I had in my earrings and I had a hat on because I just got a big ass forehead. Got a big ass forehead. So I like to wear like headbands and shit like that because it kind of it kind of it covers up the large. I don't know that guy's name. I think it's Psy or something. Like he's cool with Jake Paul, Logan Paul. He got a big ass forehead too, and a cooked hair, a cooked hairline, and and he wears like bandanas a lot and shit like that. Like that's like for niggas like us with big ass foreheads and shit like that. Like the headband is the headband is it gives like a point on the attractiveness scale for sure. Like sometimes I see it and I'm like, cause like I got a pretty handsome face, but it's like I was just cursed with like a big. In fact, even with the head, look with the headband on, you can see that I got this is still forehead out, right? So I'm like it's just just big ass fucking forehead, bro. Even my mom pick on me about this shit. She like big forward, bald forward, Lord. She just don't hold back. She don't even care about my feelings. But I mean, ain't no big deal. I don't, but I find it funny that she just go in like she don't even like she don't even play, bro. She just be like big forward ass. That shit funny to me though. Yeah, I wish I had better hair genetics to be honest, cause and you got not only do I got a big forehead, you guys notice that my hair don't grow. Like my hair literally just don't grow, and I've taken steps to try to take better care of it, like wrapping it and shit like that, and it just is. I'm telling you, like since I was a teenager, my hair it will not grow. My hair won't grow past a certain length. So I just have poor hair genetics in general. I'm already preparing myself to go bald and just shave that shit up and put some dots on my forehead like Krillin or something, like just to right. Because I never had it. I never had the hair genetics, man. Unfortunately, this vault kind of boring, bro. It ain't shit. You still working, Chad? If so, we're at Dap Zero, welcome, and King Simba, welcome. I ain't see y'all niggas. Yeah. I mean, I'm not telling where I work, but I do still work. But this week was like, I was getting off early a lot. I was getting off early a lot. It was kind of good. I'm trying to finish up the album before, for a Valentine's Day release. You guys just got a sneak. You guys just got the album release date leak, but that helped out a lot. I'm just kind of wrapping shit up now. That's why I was recording last night. I'm like, I'm gonna get this shit. I've been sitting on this shit for the longest time. I'm getting this shit done. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Yeah, you ever see a dude with a headband on? You just know he's his forehead is his his forehead is probably massive. It works very well though. It works very well. Damn, it ain't shit down here. Maybe this is like a story related vault or something like that. Is Fallout 4 worth playing? Tried back in the day, couldn't get into it. Play on survival mode and stick with it for a while. I say play on survival mode till you hit like level 20 or something. That's Fallout 4 is my favorite one, but the regular mode is good. I enjoyed that, but survival mode is where it's really at. Survival mode is very challenging, but it's super immersive. Like it completely changes the game. Like it makes you realize just how casual everything is. You know, how casual most games are, and even Fallout 4 is as an experience. Survival mode just it takes all the casual shit out of it, bro. Like it's a struggle, but it can be very time consuming. I would say if you ain't got the time for that, then don't worry about it. It ain't that big of a deal. But to me, that's the best way to play Fallout 4 is in survival mode, because that's when it turns into something special. Before that, it was just like, oh, next gen Fallout, cool. But survival mode, I was like no, I played this shit for like a month straight, bro. Like I was neglecting my responsibilities to play that bullshit. My mom cried praying for me, stating she's been praying for my future wife since she was 7. I was insulted. I mean, you shouldn't be insulted though. That's normal. That's normal. You know, you disappointing your mom by not getting bitches, bro. Oh, that's funny. I don't think there are many parents that don't want to see their son have success with women. You know, it's just one of those things. You know, but they gotta live with that shit. 'Cause, yeah, over here, that's what we do. Yeah, but it's that's normal. That's normal shit, bro. I mean, you do kind of have like those weird moms that are more like possessive, right? Like those, you know, like those super son husband type relationships. Like the type of mom that would cry if their son moved out, you know, that kind of thing. They probably wouldn't care as much, but I think the average mom and dad, yeah, they, what the hell? They're not trying to see you out here not getting bitches, bruh. But they have to understand. They have to understand that's the way it is. Your videos were kind of depressing in a way, but I think it highlight. I'm sure I probably talked about this during the stream, but like for me, it highlighted that things are really worse than probably even I realized, because I have a bad habit of like of knowing and learning this shit, but when I'm out in the real world, I give people the benefit of the doubt too much. But it's worse. It's like I'm not even pessimistic enough. Right? And I feel like I'd be exaggerating shit sometimes, and it's actually worse than that. Wham! Part of what makes this vault so boring is just that it's rats and fucking mantises running around here. Getting to your 30s without balding is pretty good. Most of my friends in that age range all have messed up hair. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's again, I can't really enjoy it because I always had a big ass forehead anyway. You know, I always had a big forehead. Like my hairline was probably a little bit better. Like when I was about 2021. Like I think I already got hit with a receding patch probably when I was like 22, 23. I think it was a little bit better, but not by much. Like I got a picture of myself right there when I was a kid, and I look like I'm already, but like it's right, it's literally right there. Bro, I wonder if I can grab that shit. Oh, let me see if I can use this. It'll be funny, like, oh, I don't think I can reach it, but yeah, that's funny. Like I'm literally like a kid in that picture, bro, and my forehead is just like I never had it. I never had it, bro. Right? I never had it. In fact, let me move this thing up. Right. Let me move it up a little bit. Yeah, but it's one of those things. You got to be prepared. You gotta be prepared at any time to just cut your shit off, basically. I'll because I feel like hairline has always been on the borderline, right? So if I get hit with another receding patch, then I gotta go ahead and go to that character customization screen and cut that damn hair off. But you just enjoy it while you got it. I think in recent years I've tried more to take better care of my hair. I've kind of neglected it in certain ways, like not wrapping it when I sleep and shit. So you know that's one of the things I want to just enjoy it while I got it before I got to go bald, go full Michael Jordan mode. That's gonna be an adjustment period. I forgot who said it, but it was like a joke that somebody made that most young guys are just hair. Like with most young guys, if they were bald, they would have like their SMB would go down dramatically. Like an average guy's SMB is already like low anyway. But it's like if you just all you gotta do is cut their hair and it's like boom, no pussy forever. no pussy, no pussy forever, unless you just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Mm-hmm. Oh, great! I finally been working on my lock picking skills here. Go to a professional barber makes huge difference. Women love a fresh cut and lineup. Trust me, speaking from experience. I know that, but I ain't doing that shit. Hey, you know, I'm just going to tell you, I ain't doing none of this shit. I haven't gone to a professional barber in like, let me see, it's probably over. It might have been 12, 13, 14 years, some shit like that. Dude, think about the money I've saved not going to the barbershop, bro. Like, you gotta look at the pros and cons of it. Going to the barbershop, it's kind of a waste of money unless you just care that much about your image like that. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. In fact, I'm not even saying it's a waste. It'd be a waste of money for me if it's a part of your image, like how you present yourself. Then it's not. It's cool. I'm not. I don't want to shit on people who take that level of care for their hair, right? But for me personally, it'll be a waste of money because I don't, you know, my whole presentation, this is fine. this is this is perfectly fine for me and what I'm trying to do is what I'm saying. You know, some guys can't get away with it because they trying to get bitches or they trying to look a certain way or and that I understand. You know, everybody not like me. So if you're trying to, look a certain way or get those advantages, and there are multiple advantages to that, because in the black community, good hair, like taking good care of your hair, is a respectable thing. You know, even guys will compliment you and say, "Oh man, like he always got a fresh cut, man. He get a cut every 2 weeks and shit like that." It's almost like muscles in a way, right? People appreciate you for being fit. People appreciate fitness and shit. They also appreciate taking good care of your hair. So again, I'm not gonna say it's a waste of money in general. It's benefits, but for me, it's no point because that's not my image. My image is like wild and crazy man over there. Who's that crazy guy? Stay away from that crazy guy, right? It's I don't need that. I don't need those advantages. I kind of like that image. I like that people looking at me and being like, who the what the fuck? But I don't just look completely thrown away either. Because I'm in good shape. It kind of balances it out. Like obviously I do take care of myself, but my hair just a little wild. Just a little crazy. That's all. Just just a little crazy. Damn, I wanted that one. What the hell we doing out here? Oh Lord, I'm swimming. Can't stop getting compliments on my hair. Go every 2 or 3 weeks rocking the juice box, high top fade pack, had it movie. That's dope. That's dope. I don't think my hairline is good for that type of fade at this point. But that's dope. See, that's a classic. That's a classic right there. The Pac fade. Oh no, the Pac juice fade. Oh man, I ain't even gonna lie, it's bad. That's bad like that. Oh hell yeah. I see a lot of guys when they try to get the fade, they half-ass it. They get like the close fade and all that shit. You went full 1992 on their ass. No, I dig it. Yo, I can't breathe. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. I hate it when I gotta go underwater in this game because you don't get very long to breathe underwater. It's quite ridiculous, actually. But see, that's what I'm saying though. Like when I say it's a waste of money for me, like that's one of like just the little advantages when you just don't really concern yourself with what girls like. You know, like I've saved probably hundreds if not thousands of dollars just not going to a barbershop over like think about it, bro, like 13, 14 years, like at least hundreds of dollars, bro. I've saved a lot of money just by doing that, just not going to the barbershop. But would not recommend if you're trying to get hoes because they do like because the thing about girls too, you got to always keep in mind is like if you're dating them, they got to be seen with your ass. That's one thing that girls take into consideration. Like I gotta be seen with this nigga. Like I, you know, even if a girl was like my body or my fitness, still like the way I dress, the crazy hair and shit. You know, it's like, can I be seen? Like, I don't know if I want to be seen with this nigga, bro. Okay. King Simba got to know about that song because he thorough. If he got the Pac fade, he got to know. King Simba, if you're still here, do you know this song? I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. That's all I remember. It's a lot more to it, but, but that's the hook basically. I got nothing but love. It's that like 100 times. I would bet King Simba knows. If he don't know, I'd be disappointed for real. Black Sail, okay, I get that. You know, he basically a white man. He basically a white man. I got it. I got nothing but love. Yeah, it ain't shit down here, bro. I feel like a damn fool. I can't. What the fuck I can I've been fighting rats and bugs the whole time. Let's get the fuck out of here. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love. What is this? Prepared speech of Gus Olson, ombudsman for the annual overseer election. Yep, I'll listen to that someday. I'm taking Dousterod to keep my hair, and it works extremely well. Okay, cool. I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. I ain't gonna fight it. I ain't gonna fight it too hard. I'll slap a head when I want to cover up the forehead and the bad hairline. I'll just slap on a headband, slap that on. You know, and when it's time to cut it, it's time to cut it. It's time to go bald. It's time. I had a good run. I made it to 30 plus without going full Sherman Hemsley. I'll take that because you see a lot of like, and I'll be honest, like it seems to be an issue with white guys in particular. I know there's some black men that experience like young balding young, but you see all these white guys that just going super bald, like at 22, 23, and I don't see a lot of black guys saying that. It's like we don't start getting hit to like our 30s and shit. Which is, again, that's fine. Like, that's 30. All right, you had a good run, nigga. Sit the fuck down. Right? Let it go. You had a good run, nigga. But to be bald, I get it, man. You bald in your fucking 20s and shit. You at like the peak of your sexual energies and powers. Like, you want to be competitive in the dating market and all that. And again, man, being bald just at that age, I weep for those, you know. Dude, now I don't know how to get the fuck out of here. That's why I hate coming to these damn vaults, bruh. Atrium. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just thinking go up. Go, you keep going. That's the overseer's office right there, too. How do I get in there? Oh, whatever. I ain't tripping on that shit, bruh. I just want to get the hell out of here. Reactor. I got damn radiation poison and shit. I think this is the way out here. I told you once you get a job, coworkers gonna have opportunity to lose virginity by end of the year, and was right. You just didn't take it, which I understand since she was not it. Nah, but like you were right in the sense of opportunity that came up, but I mean we're talking, bro. You ain't even scraping the bottom of the barrel, bro. Like you, like you ain't even scraping the bottom of the barrel at that point. Like you've knocked the barrel over and you just eating dirt. That I'm telling you, bro. Like that was nah, bro. That was not it. Ain't even the word, bro. Trust me, my job. Mm, my job is like though, like don't do if you got any hope that you're gonna find a girlfriend or a wife, whatever, at work, like many people do not work where I work. That is, whoo boy, sacrificial chamber. What the fuck? Oh Lord, they were down, man. They were down here sacrificing people. What the fuck? It's always something with these damn vaults, bro. It's always some shit.
Congratulations, Martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning.
All right, let me back up and say this is some crazy
Proceed
shit.
to the light.
Let me back up and say, bro, I might never get out of this damn tunnel. But yeah, I mean, bro, like not even bottom of it, bro. It's just bad, bro. Hell no. It would have to be a job like Walmart, where it's a lot of young people working and shit like that. It had to be a lot of a place like that, or even like, oh man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Planet Fitness, Planet Fitness right now they got some, they got some they got some bitches working in there, man. Damn. It's one in particular, Lord. I mean,
The
she
light is
just,
calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light.
she just, I mean, just big ass. That's all. She just, Lord, man. That girl got a fat ass.
Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin.
And then it's another one. It's another one in there. And she gotta be about my age, but she like that rare. I ain't, man, I'm about to get the fuck out of here. Fuck this bullshit.
The show requires that you sit in
Yeah,
the chair.
yeah, I don't give a fuck about this shit, bro. I'm about to hit the streets. Let me get the fuck out of here. But it's another woman. She gotta be about around my. I'm thinking she probably like late 20s, early 30s, and
It is
like
absolutely essential that you sit in the chair.
she just built like a grown woman, bro. Like she's that rare black woman that just well preserved. Maybe just took good care of
You have no
herself.
other choice. You must sit in the chair.
And like, oh man. Now, not saying if I was working there, I could pull them or anything like that, but it would have to be an environment where you actually have like attractive options there. It's that sort of thing. Gotta be some temptation, right? But the reason why a work female dorm, but the reason why a work environment um, can be effective for like guys like myself who have like pussy getting potential but don't use it, is that it forces you to interact with people, and sometimes that's all it takes. It's just those forced interactions with girls. Because what's the barrier that keeps people who are attracted to each other from knowing it? Nobody wants to approach. Nobody wants to talk to the other. You know, you gotta think how many people, how many girls have you walked past throughout your whole life that found you attractive, but you were never gonna say anything, and she was never gonna say anything. Like that's life. But at work, you know, it's an environment where you're forced to interact. So if there's any chemistry, if there's a vibe, you know, you guys are gonna find out one way or another. It's kind of like it's only a matter of time. That's why a lot of people end up meeting, um, you know, girlfriends, boyfriends, and shit at work because it's an environment where you can interact with the opposite sex, or same sex, just whoever you might be into, and you know, the interactions are forced. So nobody has to do like a code approach or anything. I mean, you can, but it's just you get the opportunity for it to just things to happen naturally. And I think that's really what a lot of guys are missing. They don't have those opportunities. Like they're kind of forced to just guess basically and deal with a high rate of rejection, in which nobody wants to deal with. It's a miracle I found my way out of this shit. Yep. Oh God, it feels good to be out of that shit. All right, let's go sell what we found. Mm-hmm. What are some of the thoughts on the Resident Evil 9 coming out next month? Gameplay and story looks good. Also, will you live stream it? Um, I haven't looked into any of it to be honest. I haven't even played the Village yet to be honest with you. Um, yeah, even as I'm a big Resident Evil fan, a big survival horror fan, but I haven't looked into anything regarding it. I guess what you saying I should? Yeah, I mean, what came out before Village? That was the one with the mole people, right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I maybe I should check it out. I haven't really, just being real. I have not been tapped. I was more excited about like the Resident Evil. I mean, the Silent Hill games that came out. To be honest with you, I'd rather play Silent Hill 2 remake and Silent Hill. Was it F? I mean, I love Resident Evil. Don't get me wrong, but I'm probably not gonna live stream it unless I get a computer, unless my computer could run it, and I don't think my computer could run it because I'm done buying console Resident Evil games because you can't mod them, and like if I'm gonna play Resident Evil, I have to mod the difficulty because Resident Evil uses adaptive difficulty, and I always hated that shit, and I just want to keep it locked. And they have mods that allow you to do that, so nah, I probably not. I'm not dealing with that adaptive difficulty shit anymore. I hate that shit. Like it makes the game the way it works. If you like the way Resident Evil games have worked since 4 in general, if you're doing well, the game gets harder. If you're doing bad, the game gets easier. A lot of people don't notice it, but it's that's what adaptive difficulty is. So the difficulty adapts to the player. If you suck, the game will make it easier. If you do well, it'll make it harder. So, and I never liked that. And main, like most of the main Resident Evil games since 4 have had that. And I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm done with that bullshit. I buy it day one if it didn't have that, but I know they're gonna have that. It's the new. That's what they do now. So I'm like, Well, fuck Capcom and fuck Resident Evil. It's that personal with me. I hate that shit. Taking finesse ride, deuce to ride has basically been the looks masking meta for the past 5 years. If you start early enough, you pretty much lock your hairline in place forever. Hey, but I heard that there are like side effects. I heard there could be some pretty gnarly side effects. Have you experienced any side effects? What have you noticed? Have you noticed anything? I've heard some bad shit about the side effects, and then some people say they're exaggerated. So it could depend on the person. Some people might have worse side effects than others. I don't know, but I'm prepared to go bald. I'm prepared. Oh shit! What the hell? I wish I would have picked those mines up. Those guys lose hair in their early 20s have such aggressive balding that they are fucked. But for the rest of the men, it works. Okay. So for like regular guys, I've heard some people say that taking estrogen preserves your hairline too. Like the people who male to female transsexuals. I've heard that estrogen and I don't know, what is it, the testosterone, the T blockers and all that keeps you from going bald. Oh shit! What the fuck? And it's probably because uh, premature balding is mostly a male trait, so maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure, but oh shit, Robo Brain. Okay. This place is fucking ridiculous. I got nothing but love for you, baby. That was a good trap. I'm just mad because I want to pick them up. I need those mines. Oh, there's some right there. Yeah, y'all just continue to pray for my hairline. Just, just keep it at a reasonable level. Yeah, I don't really mind my hairline that much because it's always been kind of cooked, but you know, I just look so damn good with a nice bandana on. That's just what it. I just look. It just perfectly. What's the word? Attenuate. I forgot the word, but I like to think I'm like Bardock or something. Suspicious terminal. That must be a bomb. Oh, hidden network drive. Oh, so Simba didn't know the song either, or he already left. I hope one day I'll sing that song and one of you guys would know what it is without me having to tell you. Is that it? You know, some of these places I'm just kind of just checking out. You know, just I'm not really doing like the deepest dive here. Oh, excuse me, but I think I might do a quest soon. What do we got? Let's see what we got here. Bleed me dry. The elite hunters for the thorn are looking for night stalker eggs. Cool, let's do it. Let's get it. Side effects happen in less than 5% of men, and if you stop taking it, they stop. For me, I think my coon drive went down a bit, but I don't know if that is just me getting older or the drug. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you, man. Shit. I feel like no man should have to deal with premature balding. There's a guy that's a personal trainer at the gym, and you know, he's going pretty aggressively. But I don't know how old he is, but he don't look that old. You know, he's a personal trainer. He's in good shape and everything. You know, decent looking guy, just balding. But he rocking it. You know, he don't even do like the shave, like the bald thing. Like he rocks it. Like his hair is kind of cut shortish, but I want to get in there. His hair is kind of cut short, but it's not like, you know how when guys are going bald. I mean, guys are balding, they get like the like they shave everything off. He didn't really do that. Like you can look at him and just, oh, he's got the balding look, not the bald look, not the Vin Diesel. I don't know. At 33, I can't complain, and I've been blessed to look very youthful for my age anyway. You know, but at some point we all got to look our age. I wonder if my youthful appearance has kind of hurt my chances of getting laid in a way, which might sound weird, but like I feel like, because think about it, if a girl is like 24, 25 ish or something like that, like they kind of be looking up a little bit in terms of like the age range they want somebody a little bit older. So if a girl look at me and she is like 25, 26, then she might feel like, oh, I'm too close to her age or younger when I'm not. Like I was hanging out with Kayla the other day. You know, she's the girl that was the camera woman for the night drive video and the nice girl video. And she was like, I keep forgetting how old you are. And she's like 20, so she's like 23, 22, something like that. But in a weird way, I feel like looking too young can be a detriment, because most girls definitely don't want to deal with guys that they think are younger than them. Usually they want same age, or, you know, if they go older without it going to the extremes, maybe like 3 to 5. But then some of them want the daddies. Some of them want the dad bods.
Do you have good news for the thorn? Good work, stranger.
I'm doing
The
quests.
thorn will nurture these eggs until their hatchlings are ready to bleed for us. Here's a compensation for your service. I trust that we're in agreement over it. You speak the truth, stranger. And the thorn lives by the justice that honor and strength dispense. Here's a more fitting sum. I'm asking our top hunters to gather Cazador eggs. I'd be impressed by whoever returns with such a prize. Cazadors are extremely deadly, but they are also reclusive. Try looking near the Red Rocks canyons. The crowd loves your bravery. So long, stranger.
Let me see if it's still snowing. All that talk, bruh. Can y'all see? No, I can't really see. They were talking all that shit. It's gonna be a snowstorm over the weekend. It snowed for like an hour. About an hour ago. And it stopped now. I don't know, maybe it'll pick back up. But I was at Planet Fitness last night, and they closed early because, you know, the anticipation of the snowstorm. They closed at 10 o'clock. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was kind of mad because I was in a good flow. I got to the gym at about 8, so I was already there for like 2 hours. But, you know, sometimes when I go to the gym, I get that second wind. Like, if you ever gone to the gym or you had and just, I don't know, like last night I was on it, bro. Like my energy was just peaking for real. And I was already there for like, I had been there for like 2 hours already, but. So that's where I gotta go? Damn, that's pretty far. I'd already been there for like 2 hours, but it's like, I don't know, my energy just wasn't running out, man. I activated the 6 eyes or something. I was ready to go for like at least another 30 minutes, and then they were like, we're closing in 10 minutes. But I understood. I was like, oh yeah, because they don't want to get trapped in the snowstorm if it were to happen. And so far we ain't got shit. It was a little snow this morning, and not even enough to pile up, you know. So I'm just like, okay, this might be a nothing burger. I feel like it's gonna be hard wherever that is. It's gonna be hard getting there, bro. Who the fuck is that? They don't seem hostile. Oh wait, do they even see me? That might be a great con.
Those black armored devils might be new to the Mojave, but they're butches like all the rest. Caesar's veterans are making short work of the NCR. Or that's what I think.
Okay, that's cool. Well, let's see if we can somehow get there. Let's see. There are looks matchers that get on estrogen to keep and grow their hair. It's actually insane how well it works. Yeah, dude, I've heard nothing but good things about it. You know, now of course the obvious downside is that you're taking damn estrogen, but still. But look, if you're femboy twink maxing and you're concerned about your hairline, bro, there ain't no reason not to get on that E. if you're already femboy maxing, then it used to be kind of a joke, you know. They would call them eggs, you know, like feminine guys that will eventually crack and become trans, but now it's like a given. I mean, it's like, look, you already look like a bitch, bro. do you want your hairline to get cooked too? take the titty Skittles. You handle that one, man. I swear that Cazador poison is some of the most aggressive, deadly shit I've ever seen in a video game. Lily is unconscious. Damn, you got worked by that one Cazador? You a big ass super mutant. I was watching Blank Man last night, and there was one part that just had me fucking bugging, ready to go live. You know, he was trying to save this. Blank Man was trying to save this woman. She was like a prostitute, and she was getting beat up by her pimp. And you know, he tried to intervene. And I think the pimp said, I will beat you like one of my bitches. And then Blank Man said, slap me around and call me Susie then. And then he started slapping his ass around and calling him Susie. And when he got hit, he would say, ah. That shit had me fucking bugging, bro. Like, this dude gonna try to be a superhero and can't fight. But he was really smart though. He was autistic or something, man. He was really smart. So he had all these gadgets and shit. That shit had me bugging for real, bro. I'm here trying to do my damn hair. I'm trying to put these short ass braids together and shit. I mean, it's been bugging, bro. Didn't we come from that way? Oh well, let's try it. You got knocked the fuck out. That's what happened. Meteor Man was pretty corny, but one thing I liked about Meteor Man was that you could tell it was it was an effort to just try to get as many black people involved as possible. Like it was so many black like musicians and celebrities in that movie. Like Bill Cosby was in it. Eddie Griffin, you had a young Eddie Griffin. Chris Tucker had a small role in it. What's it got? John Witherspoon, who played, you know, Pops in the Boondocks. Sinbad was in it. Cypress Hill, Naughty by Nature. You could tell, like, oh, this was like all the black celebrities coming together and saying, this is gonna be our shit. but that movie was not good. But I appreciate the effort. You know, that was one of like the first like black superhero movies before they finally got it right with Blade, and more recently Black Panther. You know, the fucked up thing about Black Panther is, like, we finally got one, right? We finally got one, and then the main actor that plays the superhero dies, man. What's his name? Chad Bowick or something? Rest in peace to that dude, man. I'm not a big fan of Black Panther, but I still appreciate like the significance of you know that whole event. Like when that movie came out, it was a big deal. It was a big deal for the black community. You know, because honestly, I don't fuck with Black Spider-Man or Miles Morales. Fuck all that bullshit. I don't fuck with none of that. Cause that's just dick riding right there. I don't count that at all. That's dick riding. I don't like nothing like that. I get it. I'm sure that the movies are cool and the games are good, but it's dick riding. I don't appreciate that. Cause you're riding the coattails of already a popular and established character and just making them black or female or Mexican. That's cheating to me. That's cheating. That's like a black Goku. No, let Goku be Goku. Make your black anime character that's cool and stands on his own 2 feet. That's why I don't respect that shit at all. But Black Panther, at least he stands on his own 2 feet for what he is. Even if someone's not a fan, that's why I put him way above any of these goddamn fucking Miles Morales, Dick, Spider-Man, fake ass Peter Parker Dick, bro. I hate them motherfuckers. I hate that shit. Can't stand it, man. I think it's better just to have your own. Dude, how the fuck do I get over there? Look at this. How do I get over there, bro? Wait a minute. What if I go to Jacobstown and then swerve? Let's try that. We're gonna go to Jacobstown and then kind of like try to go to yeah, this ain't gonna work either. We're gonna try though. We're gonna try. Redo, welcome to the stream. That's the first time I've ever seen that door open. Oh my legs. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, that's my secret exit. I remember, dude, I've wasted so much potential. Like, I remember somebody came to my house and he was like, "Bruh, you could have been sneaking bitches in your room like forever." Like, of course now at 30, ain't no sneaking shit. If I had bitches, I would have bitches, but you know, I've been in this room since I was a teenager, so it's like, imagine teenage me, right, with this room, and I got a back door in my room. Bitches come in, bitches go out, right? But I always remember somebody had said that. He was like, "Bro, you could have been sneaking bitches in it like forever, bro." Got one door that lead to the inside of the house and another door that lead outside, bro. Right? But of course now I wouldn't have to sneak shit. I'd have to find a girl crazy enough to come in this damn room. I told Kayla we would do some studio shit today too. I forgot. But probably wasn't sure because of the weather. But we still got to see. What the hell is that? Oh. Well, there are castors around here. That's a good sign. Damn. He said, I ain't never seen a bug react to getting hit like a human. Yeah, I might be able to get there from here. They made the new Black Panther a woman and nobody cared. A crushing blow to the race. But I think that was like a desperation move. They were desperate because, Chad Boswick died. And she was one of the more likable characters. I think she was his sister, right? So I get the choice. I get the choice of that, but it was desperate, Let's be real. It was just unfortunate, bro. That's really what it was. I ain't too mad at that because it was just a desperation play. Because you got to think Black Panther was so profitable. It was so profitable. And it was like, how do we keep this shit going, bro? Now that the main guy is dead. A lot of times it can be hard to find a proper replacement. It can be hard. You're taking a gamble every time you try to replace one of these superheroes with a new actor. But I gotta say, man, you know, they do a pretty good job when they have to. They do a pretty good. Like you look at like the Batmans over the years. After the Dark Knight trilogy, and we had some new Batman since then. Who we had wasn't what's his name, Robert Pattinson, was he one? But I'm not exactly sure how well received they were. To be honest, I'm not a fan felt about it, but I don't remember hearing a lot of hate for like the new Batman, the new Batman actors. Maybe someone can enlighten me. Yo, this shit is dangerous. Ooh, nice. Who was that guy that they got to play Spider Man? Like between Tobey Maguire and the new guy, because I don't think he really stuck. He was like Spider Man one time, right? And then they got that new dude. I've got his name. They were like, "Nah, this ain't gonna work. we Let's try again." And they got that little dude. I forgot his name. Is his name Tom Holland or something? Might be mistaken. He a little guy, but there was another dude who played Spider Man between him and Tobey Maguire, and makes me think maybe he was one of them ones where they were like, this ain't gonna work. We gonna roll the dice again. Let's roll the dice one more time on this. I don't like having this damn super mutant with me, bro, cause she be scaring me. I might go get that doctor, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I'm digging hanging out with this bitch. That's a lot of cazadors over there. Shit. You really did waste potential with that door. Some other people have to sneak people through windows. Bitches have to leave through window and snap her ankles, falling from the second floor to the ground. Dude, I know, man. Like when he said it, I was like, damn, man. Like, bro, when I say wasted potential, Lily is unconscious. I mean it, bro. Like I had the dream set up. I had the dream set up for like if you were a teenager trying to smash bitches, I had the dream set up, bro. Cause not only did I have the room that's in the cut with the back door, right? But my mom worked third shift. So I pretty much always had the nighttime to myself. So you got a room in the cut, got a back door, and you got the night, like no parental supervision at night. There are guys out there that would kill to have that set up, bro. But you know, again, it's something more so for like teenage, like a teenager would need that. As an adult, I would just, you know, I just do it. I'm glad I had a lot of anti venom. Caesar's Legion, they tend to carry a lot on them, so I think I had sold some earlier. I better stop doing that. Never know when you might end up in an area like this. Toby Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom. Yep, that's it. It was Andrew Garfield. Yeah, he was like the one in the middle. But they found Tom. They were like, this little twink right here, this this little twink right here. Oh nah, bruh. This is the new Spider-Man. And I'm sure they still got Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Man, he struck gold with that role. I ain't even gonna lie.
Welcome back,
He found the role that he was destined for.
What do you want to know? Good work, stranger. The thorn will nurture these eggs until their hatchlings are ready to bleed for us. Here's a compensation for your service. I trust that we're in agreement over it. You are
Damn.
my lead, but don't congratulate yourself so profusely.
They've been paying him good though for these damn
Your value
getting these
is
eggs. I deserve it though.
and I shall honor it.
I think it's a level up too.
This is it, Hunter. I
It's got to be
present
Deathclaw
to you
eggs.
the opportunity to earn the greatest honor the Thorn could ever expect. Deathclaws are our most precious and our most feared contenders. I want you to be the one to deliver the sacred eggs to me personally. Quarry Junction is overrun with Deathclaws, but you may stand a better chance at a nest near the Repcon test site. I've come to expect nothing less from you, brave stranger.
I think she said that she would let me smash if I prove myself worthy by getting the eggs of dangerous creatures. I think that was the agreement, right? Speech. Yeah, I maxed out barter, explosives, and melee weapons. Let's get lockpick up to 80. You know, past a certain point, I'll be able to just upgrade stuff that I don't even care about. I think I get a perk this time too. Yeah, I get a perk. Bang. Okay. Burden to bear. The wastelander with the most gear wins. You can now carry an additional 50 pounds of gear. Cool. But I feel like it's not that hard to manage your weight, especially when you have a companion with you, you know. And then with fast travel, you can offload your stuff so easily. I think this is something that's probably better for like the hardcore mode or something. Andrew Garfield was too attractive. Peter Parker is supposed to look kind of nerdy. Yeah, I remember him being like kind of like tall and like a little bit tall and lanky. How tall was he? I didn't think I didn't think he was a bad pick. I found it funny that they switched so quickly though. But Tom Holland definitely better. I will say that. But when I first saw Andrew as Spider-Man, I was like, okay, I wasn't tripping on it. I wasn't tripping on it. Spray and pray. Your attacks do much less damage to companions. Yeah, that's kind of a sorry ass perk right there. Ain't gonna lie. You know, I've never seen those Christopher Reeves Superman movies from the 80s. Weapon handling. Weapon strength requirements are now 2 points lower. Tag. Instantly raise it by 15 points. That'll come. You're 50% less likely to develop addiction to chems like Psycho or Jet. Any chems you take last twice as long. Antimantium skeleton, unstoppable force. Being over encumbered no longer prevents you from using fast travel. That's cool. A higher chance to score a critical hit on an opponent in combat. Huh. That's not bad. That's not bad. I was kind of overlooking that. Rad resistance allows you welds, resist radiation, living anatomy. Gives you a plus 5% damage against humans and non-feral ghouls. Demolition expert. That's cool too. I don't know. I'm at the point now where I'm pretty down unstoppable. Your radiation level slowly decreases on its own over time. I wish I had a water breathing perk. That'd be nice. I don't know. You gain an additional 15 action points using bats. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, let's do that. That's like a basic one. Let's get these Deathclaw eggs. I'm sure they'll be fun. Let me see if I can sell some shit first, though. Free side, Eastgate. You know, New Vegas kind of sucks. Not the game, but New Vegas, like as a location, like it. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like Vegas.
Welcome back, buddy.
It still feels kind of crummy, basically. You know, again, not that the game is bad. The game is good, but you would expect, going to New Vegas, it would just be a bit more exciting. But I barely spend any time there. Ranger helmet, super sledge. That's that's not what I have. That's not what I have. It's not called a super sledge. Like I got the. I guess they just count it like that, but it's called something different. Wait a minute. Oh, I did. Why'd I got that? Yeah, I got this new weapon called the Old Baby, which is a super sledge.
Welcome back, buddy.
It's a white dude that I work with, and he calls me buddy every now and then, and he says it just like that, in that kind of like condescending way, like buddy. I don't like that guy. I'm pretty sure some of the people I work with are kind of racist. I don't know. It's a vibe. Just a vibe. They don't treat me bad or anything like that, but I don't know, man. I just get a vibe from some of the motherfuckers. This one guy that I work with, he's so old that he was in school during like the integration process, like when they were bringing like black kids and white kids together. That's how old he is. because he told me a story. He told me a story. He said there was an all black school, and the school mascot was a lion. And he said there was an all white school that he went to, and the mascot was a bird.
Hey, you're the one who's been.
And then they had integration. So they were like, okay, we have an integration. Which mascot do we keep? And so they were like, well, how about we just combine them? We'll take the bird and mix it with the lion. And if you know mythology, that's the griffon. And so, the school I went to, the mascot was a griffon. It was the griffons. And I don't like that old dude. But that story, I had no idea, bro. It was crazy to me. I didn't know, because that was the school I went to, and the mascot was the griffon. I didn't know the history though, that the griffon is the combination of the lion and the bird, and that it represents the integration of the two schools. One with the mascot with the bird, one with the mascot with the lion. It was blacks and whites coming together. I didn't know that. That was probably right? I was like, damn, that was that was like some heat as far as like a good ass old man story. I did not know that shit. Yeah, he's really old though. I'm sure even like the teachers I had when I was in school, they probably didn't even know that shit. I'm trying to think where I can sell some shit. I got too much stuff on me. Let's try Good Springs. They make your racist senses tingle a tiny bit. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not that type of guy to just go around and say people are, oh, that white man is racist. Like this. I think it's good to have a healthy amount of racism. But seriously, this guy look like Ben Shapiro, bro. Every time I see him, I think about Ben Shapiro. But yeah, it's some of the people I work with. I'm just, again, man, it's a vibe. I don't know how else to put it. It's a vibe, man. And it's not that they ever, like, in fact, I would tell you, a good example, like the same old man I was just telling you about, right? The one who told me that story about the griffins and the mascots. So it was me. I'm working right, and then this black guy who kind of comes and goes. He works for the same company, but he doesn't work in the same building. He'll be there sometimes. And me and him were talking, and that white guy was talking. It was the three of us. And the black guy, he was telling me about the old white man. Said, "Oh yeah, he got money, bro. Like, don't be fool, he got money." So we kind of like just joking about him being like low, like having money on the down low and shit. And then he said something like, "I ain't got no money. All I got is 40 acres and a mule." And that was a split second. And now this is funny as shit, right? But he said that, the white guy, he said, "I ain't got no money. I just got 40 acres and a mule." Now, you know that 40 acres and a mule is that whole term is linked to like black reparations or lack thereof, right? And that was a split second, right? So it was me, black man, the black guy in the conversation, but there was another black guy behind the white dude working. There was a split second where I felt like a triangulation of black men being offended. It was me. It was just crazy. You got this white guy in the middle saying this dumb shit, and you got me, the black guy, and another black. And it was a split. I'm telling you, because when he said it, I look out the corner of my eye, I could see the black guy behind him look, and I could see the black guy there kind of like face change a little bit. But me, I kept the conversation going. I was like, what the fuck? I said some shit like, um, I said some shit like, we ain't even get 40 acres in the mule. Like basically trying to keep the air of the conversation light. Cause I felt like, again, it was a triangulation of black men being like, what the fuck you just it was but it's little shit like that, bro. And it's like, again, it was, I don't even know what he meant when he said that, to even say some shit like that, right? I don't know, but that's the type of person he is, bro. I really, I don't like him. I don't like that dude, cause he like to joke and shit, and that's how he joke. Not like saying racist shit, but he has like, it's like, it's a line you don't cross. He operate at the line. That's him. That's why I don't like him, cause you can't tell with him. You can't tell when, like, how you should take certain things that he say. He don't cross the line, but he operates there at the line with the shit that he say. And that's why I don't like that dude. But I ain't gonna lie, that moment to me was just, it was funny because it was like a hive mind amongst the three black guys that heard what he said. And it's like I felt a shift in everybody at the same time, and it was me that kind of had to keep shit like light, and by just continuing the conversation and joking along with it. But man, it was like a hive mind of, what the fuck did he just say? Like, what the fuck did he? Again, 'cause what he said, it's not, it was blatantly racist or anything, but it was just like, why would you say that? Why would you say all I got is 40 acres and a mule? Like, why would it just, this is weird. Why would you say that? You know? Why would you say that? I mean, all right.
Thanks.
And me, I'm not the type to be easily offended or anything like that. I like all types of humor. I like racist shit. I didn't even like I like that type of like dark humor, racist. But it was the fact that we at work. I think that's why even I was kind of like, what did he say? Like he do know, we're not on 4chan right now. Right? I think I left some shit in here. Yeah, I did. I did. Oh man, I I got a little stash over there. All right, how am I looking? How my weight looking? I'm good. Yeah, yeah. 187 ain't bad. That ain't bad, bro. Triangulation, dude. I'm telling. It was just, I swear, cause it was just the perfect angle, bro. Cause it was, again, me, black man, just like that. And I had a visual to see his face change and that black guy behind the white guy look, and it was so quick. It was a split second, but I felt it. It's like we all heard it and was like, what did he say? But yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. I really I that's and we've had like good conversations and shit. We had good conversations. It's just the type of person he is. I don't like him. Maybe I'm tripping. In fact, I'm not tripping. I ain't even gonna. I'm not. I'm gonna trust my gut on this, because I've heard I've had multiple people come to me and tell me they don't like that dude. Even like one of the older white guys that I work with told me that he didn't like him. So I know I ain't tripping, bro. I'm not tripping. So I know people might be like, oh, racist spiders like Spider Man got spider sense. They got but if it ain't racism, something off with that nigga, bro. I don't like him. I just call him a nigga too. Ain't it funny how black people will call somebody white or another race a nigga and then get mad when they want to say it? It's more of a habit though, It's nah, and you know what? You know what? Like I just remembered when I first started working there, it was an older black woman that used to work in one another building. I was over at a different building at the time, and it was just me and her in there because it was kind of slow that day, so it was just me and her. And I never forget. She told me that something like a lot of these people, like the people that run this company, they prejudice. It's like another way of saying like racist or got feel a certain way about black people, or whatever, or other races. I remember she said that, and that was when I first got there. That was like day two, day one, day two, or some shit like that. She told me. I think it was day one. That was like day one, bro. I had some older black woman tell me that. So again, but again, I haven't experienced anything personally, like any sort of other than like again that one older white guy saying little questionable shit like that 40 acres and a mule comment, you know. Like I was riding around with one of the bosses, one of the guys that own the company, and he got a badass car too, man. He got like one of them damn he got like a self-driving car and all that shit. Like I was riding around with him because he needed my help with something. And he was just showing me all this. He was just showing me all the shit, like all the stuff the car can do. Like the GPS got a big ass screen. That's a bad motherfucker, boy. He right. That's the damn interface look like he in a Gundam or something, man. And yeah, he was just breaking down like the business to me and shit like that. So again, like when I on a personal level, like again, it's like they cool. I ain't never did no crazy shit, but it's little vibrations in the air.
Welcome back, stranger. What do you want to know?
And and things that you hear.
Do you have good news for the Thorn?
I had already killed those death claws. That's why I just was able to walk in and grab them like that.
You've indeed become the greatest hunter the Thorn has ever seen. The best I've ever seen. You've earned the honor of being part of this sacred ground. Come to me often, and I'll share with you the wealth of the Thorn.
Can we bang now?
You've done enough to last many lifetimes, stranger. But I'd like you to come see me again.
Mm-hmm.
Your bravery surpasses that of any other, and I've come to admire your actions.
Uh-huh.
Before death takes us, I would know you deeper. Come with me, my hunter.
Oh yeah. That's that's the alpha woman's way of saying, yeah, I'm gonna let you hit. She gave you some foreshadowing there. She absolutely did. She absolutely did. I didn't believe it because that was day one. So I was like, oh, yeah, cool. But As long as there's no like blatant disrespect, I ain't tripping on it. I'm just there to make money. I'm not there to make friends. Like I don't give a fuck. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I don't give a fuck how they feel about Mexicans or black people. That ain't my concern.
These creatures need their rest and their companionship. I've been looking forward to this.
Oh shit! And she turned the light on, and she changing web. Oh, what? This is so stupid, bro.
Lay down with me, my hunter.
That is so ridiculous, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Ah, okay. So this is what sex is like. This is the screen fades to black, and you are now well rested. Ooh, damn. And my dick runs deep, so deep, so deep. Put her ass to sleep. I never understood that line though. In Ice Cube's song "Today Is a Good Day," my dick runs so deep, I put her to sleep. Like, if you put her to sleep, doesn't that mean she bored, or do you just fuck her into a coma? Like, I never got that line.
Lay down with me, my hunter.
Damn, so she's just ready to go. You just come in. She's just a fuck hole at this point. Damn. Hmm. Let's do it again. Damn. Okay. But one stupid thing about this game and how it treats sex. A lot of games kind of do this too when they try to have like they'll have like how do I say um like an option for you to like have sex or to go to a strip club, like in Grand Theft Auto or something. But like it always comes across as like a pointless mechanic, or a point, not even a mechanic, but just like there's no purpose behind it. Like they don't know how to really turn it into something worthwhile. And I'm not saying it like it should be showing the fucking, but that at the very least there needs to be like a benefit to it. There needs to be like a side effect. Now, I know you get like a well rested bonus or something like that, but I think that's just for sleep in general. Like there should, I don't know, it needs a purpose, right? So the player has reason to do it. Like, okay, why should I go see prostitutes? Why should I go fuck Lucy? Right? There needs a. I think Fallout 4 did that though. Like when you sleep with your companion, there's like a stat boost or something like that. The Thorn is currently closed. What the hell? Okay, I guess. I'm gonna try to recruit that one guy, that doctor. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're gonna put sex in the game or some sort of like sex mechanic, like make it have a purpose. Like it should do something. Vitamin C, 9860. Welcome to the stream. What the hell? Green dot, green dot, green dot, green dot, green dot, green dot, green dot. What was I doing? Short-term memory loss. I'm glad I stopped smoking weed. Oh yeah, the doctor. The doctor. El Rey Motel. Where doctor? It's a. Where was he? It's not the medical clinic. Where was? I think it's somewhere in Freeside. Like there's a followers camp or something. But I'm pretty sure I can recruit that guy. Damn. From the hip too. You lost your virginity in this game. Yeah, I just banged Red Lucy. Not all MAGA are racist, but all races are MAGA. I found it to be mostly true. That's I think that's fairly accurate. And they are definitely MAGA hats for sure. I remember when I first started working there, they even told me that, we don't like as far as like dress code, don't wear political stuff. Um and for the most part, we try to avoid like political discussion. Like basically don't bring politics to work. Like okay, fair enough. And I remember that when Donald Trump won, one of the guys that owned the company, he came in and he said, uh, something like, "This is the happiest or the best days I had in 4 years." And I didn't hear him say it, but it was an older black woman that worked there at the time, and she told me that he said it. And it's like he said it like right in earshot of her, and she was like that black woman. She was like, amongst the black people that worked there, I guess you could say she was like our leader, not lead like literal leader, but that's who we kind of looked up to because she was older, also black, and she had like a motherly, like kind of a motherly tough love type of relationship with us, like the younger black people there. She was the type of older black woman that didn't take no shit. Kind of a bitch, honestly. But we liked her. We liked her for the most part. Because we were kind of used to that. Bitchy older black women attitude. That ain't nothing for us. So, but it's kind of what she was for us. And, and she had told me that she had heard him say, and he said it right when he came in. And again, that's what I'm saying. It's like some of the shit they do is like, they don't cross the line, but it's at the line. And it's like, when I come to work here, you tell me that we don't bring politics to work, but then you say some slick shit. Like, basically say, I'm glad Trump won. Again, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. Again, it's not. But the reason why they told me that is because they know that we have people who care about shit like that older black woman. She was very anti-Trump, Because, me, even though at this point I don't really like Trump, I hate this administration, to be honest. I'm not like one of those super pro-black types that just obsesses over hating MAGA and Trump and all that shit to the bone with it, But she was one of them. She was one of them types, and so he knew saying that was gonna rub her the wrong way. And I never heard her bring her politics to work.
Hello again.
To be fair, agree with her or not, she respected the code of not bringing politics to work. When the same guy that told me not to didn't.
Like I said before, not all followers are good with people. I'm fine doing research back here, even if it is a bit boring and pointless and a complete waste of time.
Complete waste of time.
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you? That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
Caesar's Legion is like the MAGA of the Fallout New Vegas universe. That's an exaggeration, let's be honest. They ain't that bad. I don't think, and really, I don't even think most like MAGA in general are like bad. I don't think it's that they're bad people. I think they got duped. That's really what it is. They got duped into thinking Donald Trump was something different. Even I started to believe it myself. I gotta make a whole video about this actually. But yeah, I don't even think that they're bad. You know, Donald Trump just he appealed to white America, and I think some people just found that offensive. You know, but we gotta be honest, that's really kind of that was a big part of it. Donald Trump appeals to white America, not black, not Hispanic. Again, you have black and whites that support him, but at his core, that was his appeal. You know, he appealed to the racial majority of the country, whereas Obama, Biden, it was Hillary. They appealed to more like minority groups, women, blacks, Hispanics, LGBT community, shit like that, and like fruity ass liberal white men. I'm kidding, kinda.
As the old saying goes, two's company, three's the small army. Okay, I'm paraphrasing a bit, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I gotta drop the super mutant. Mm-hmm. I like how when you drop your companion in this game, they just disappear. In Fallout 4, like they literally walk all the way back, all the way back to where they came from.
What's up?
I think you can tell them to go to a specific place though, like a specific settlement, so you can find them again easier.
All right, let's not waste any time. There are people out there to help, things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
Arcade is giving you the better healing perk. He had a cool name, Arcade Gannon. That's cool. I got a doctor companion, but he needs some armor or something, bro. He can't ride with me with that bullshit on. I ain't got nothing for him though. I'll buy him something. I'm balling. You can't ride with me with that bullshit on, homie. That's like CJ when he came back to the hood. Man, they were roasting CJ the whole time, but they were like, "Man, you need to put on some muscle, CJ. Man, you need to get a haircut, CJ. Man, you got to get some new clothes." Like they were just, they went in on CJ, bro. They did not accept anything about his ass. Fucking Buster. What's that perk do? What's it called? Better healing? While Arcade is a companion, the player regains more health from all sources. Oh, that's cool. It's not very exciting, but it makes sense. So he's kind of like a support role, if you think about it.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Like his combat probably ain't that great. Let's see what we can get him to wear. Recon armor. Yeah, that'll work. I wonder if they have like durability.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Good point. Look at him. You look great. You're like a nerd that can defend himself. Yep. I think that'll do. We look like two jackasses. This is great. Help the misfits improve their shooting skill. Let's try that. Even though I can't shoot my damn self. God of War was the only one that had a mini game for it. San Andreas too, technically, yeah. And I think you got experience points. Then you get something out of it, and you got to see the boobies too. That was cool. It was one of the few games at the time that showed some nudity. San Andreas had it, but of course it was cut content. It was cut content, but it was left on the disc, so they had to re-release the game or something. I remember when that happened. The whole hot coffee controversy. It's funny, you know, people made such a big deal about that. Like the game is already filled with violence and destruction and death, but consensual sex. That's think about that, bro. Consensual sex just takes it to a whole different level.
Okay, everybody's lined up and ready to go. Any suggestions? You heard the man, people. Get focused.
Oh shit.
I'm really not sure how this works. So now the word is Caesar's.
So my gun skill has built like 45, basically. So next. Yeah, my gun skill just ain't high enough. I can't teach nobody shit. I can't teach what I don't know. Boop, 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 boop.
Looks like break time's over.
Oh shit! What the hell? Who the hell is that? Oh, she got power armor. Sergeant Reyes.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have
Ooh,
work I need done, and nobody here at the
I love
campus has
Quest.
time or inclination to help me out. I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone
Damn.
to deliver security code
There ain't no
upgrades
loyalty
to
in
each
the
of the ranger
NCR.
stations.
This is like the second time I've heard something like this.
This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies. I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope. Compiling
Return to
reports I
sender.
receive from the rangers at Camp Golf as well as the brass at McCarran. Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. No one else seems to take it as seriously as I do.
Great.
Bye.
Watch out.
What the hell is going on? Oh shit.
Looks like break time's over.
That was kind of random. All right, let's do it. Do I gotta?
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Oh, hey.
You are no longer well rested.
Oh, well, yeah, I can do that. Thanks.
She sounds kind of suspicious, though.
What?
I don't know. They keep an eye on her. She was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah,
What's up? No problem. Hey, do me a favor when you get back to Reyes and tell her that we don't need any more damn ammo. Wouldn't mind more water, though. You think I haven't tried? Every time I do, Camp Golf acknowledges the situation. Soon after that,
More ammo."
we're not gonna die of thirst anytime soon.
rather have too much than not enough. It's not my call to make.
That was bold. Yeah, let me get some of that ammo. Okay. See, without fast travel, this would be. This would. Some of these Rangers look ridiculous. Right to go lie.
You're really not supposed to be here.
They put no effort into this character, creating this character, bruh.
All right. She radioed ahead and mentioned that somebody was coming by. Odd that she'd send a civilian instead of a trooper, though.
Okay, how many was it? It was like what? Like, okay, I think it's one more.
We got ourselves a little Ranger family reunion now. Time's right for a feud.
Why are you still here?
Wait, why do y'all have red hair?
Very well. You can tell Reyes that this station is secure.
Wait, was there one more after this? Yeah, I think there's one more. This mission is kind of. I gotta be honest. Like, one of the things I don't like about this game is that the quests are kind of whack. I did like their previous quests, like the egg hunting. The egg hunting one was cool. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the quests in this game just kind of weak. It's like they don't have a lot of depth to them.
Gotta wonder what the hell a civilian is doing here. What, again? Can I just change those damn things? Alright, fine. Show me the new codes. Ranger military outpost. We're keeping an eye on the Legion activities south of here at Cottonwood Cove. Nothing going on down there at the moment. Just the usual slave trafficking. Poor bastards.
Damn.
Believe me, I would love orders to take Cottonwood Cove apart and kick the Legion back across the river. But the brass at McCarran doesn't want us to waste resources on something they consider a minor target. So we just get to watch. Undoubtedly. Rangers are tough nuts to crack, though. And any force small enough to launch a surprise attack isn't going back in one piece. On the other hand, if the Legion goes for a full-scale attack, we'll see them coming, fall back, and wait for reinforcements. So we know what they'll do, and they know what we'll do, so we just sit around and keep an eye on each other.
Cool. This better not be the end of this mission, though. If it is, like, it just confirms exactly what I just said, bro. These missions are so shallow sometimes.
Welcome back. The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
Oh, there we go.
We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
Okay.
Thank you, and good luck.
All right, at least there's more to the quest than just going around passing out passwords. I would like to see some super mutant legionaries, though. That'd be pretty cool. But something tells me that something ain't right with that.
No sudden moves, and you and I will do all right. What do you want? No, I
Yep.
didn't. You might hear
Yep.
that kind of nonsense
It was
from a
bullshit.
trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have supermen. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off.
Did you need something else? High casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died. Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here. There are other ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. These damn things right here. The goldfish, they're like sweet goldfish. They're pretty good. And I got it for the low. It's like $2.
Yeah? You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained death clause? I would have remembered that. If someone is saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error.
So it was all bullshit. Well, I think it's pretty clear they got like a spy or something. Somebody's sending out bad information.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Welcome back. I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to.
Great. I hope he tries to shoot me. This is kind of why I like fast travel is obviously very convenient, but it does take a lot of the immersion out of the game when you're just teleporting from one place to the next over and over again like that. You know, that feeling of knowing that you had to prepare and be ready for a journey in survival mode in 4, it was it made the game very special. It made that mode very special, you know, because you had to think more about the route you took and preparation, the order in which you would do certain things, right? So it's like if you're already in one area, then you want to, you know, complete any quests or anything that you need in that spot. You want to focus on that before leaving. Where the hell is he? Was that him there? Oh no. Nah, it says that he's not in here. So where the fuck is he? But then it says that he's in here. Wait a minute.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die.
I don't know. Maybe he's on a roof or something. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I'm kidding. Kinda.
You don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now. Looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up. But it sounds like you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated. Now what can I do for you?
Well, yeah, do you ever stop talking?
Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much fight left in this old dog.
I don't know, might be a setup. Speak to Chief Hanlon in his office. Okay. So when it's blinking like that, it's telling you that it's on a different level. I think it is anyway. I could be wrong. I hope this ain't the damn office. Wait, who's this guy? Oh.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear.
That's a cool gun he got though. I like the outfit. That's a cool outfit. Damn, I need to get one of them. If I kill him, I'm taking the outfit. All right, let me save real quick. Yeah, that's smooth. I ain't even gonna lie.
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do.
Uh-huh.
That's what rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say. You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before.
Caesar's dead, sir.
I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it.
You're dead.
People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons.
I don't know. This guy, maybe I'm falling for his charms, but
Years that people forget about it.
I kind of believe him.
Conscription brings in fresh troops that die here every month, like a troop team. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we gonna send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam, it'll be the death of us. Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far.
Oh, man.
I had to stop.
You're dead.
Hold on. This is Ranger headquarters. There might be a dozen Rangers.
Really, I'm just trying to get the outfit.
Think twice before you decide to give the old chief a gut full of lead. Well, you got that right.
What a shame.
Oh. Well, that ain't the that ain't the way to complete that mission. Really, I was just trying to get his outfit. That's why I wanted to kill him.
Just as a warning, my covert bandaging skills are a little rusty.
So that worked. I'm not gonna keep this, by the way. That'd be fucked up. But Let me at least see how I look with the outfit on. That's a cool little suit. Ranger vest outfit. Yeah, see, now I look like Clint Eastwood out here. Well, a black Clint Eastwood. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, now I look sharp. All right. Well, that was the stream. I'll probably stream again later. I get some shit done. But I'm going to be back later.